Hey guys, this is Manga here with a new video, and in this video I'm going to be drawing Yu-Gi-Oh's main character in my style. I partnered with Konami to bring you this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. They're out with a cool new game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. You'll be able to download the game for free using the link below. Entering the world of Duel Links connects players with duelists from all over the world. You can unlock and play as characters from the original anime series with familiar voiceovers. The game is made for mobile, available iOS and Android, with quick and simple gameplay for real-time PvP duels on the go. As someone who's not 100% familiar with these kinds of games, while I was testing things out, for a first time it was actually pretty easy for me to go along and follow along and make sure I'm not getting lost. Y'all can leave comments if you guys are familiar with card games at all. With the game, you can build the ultimate deck from more than 700 classic monster, trap, and spell cards. There's a 3D duel field with pretty dope cutscenes, and even CGI when summoning rare cards. So yeah, go check out the game. Again, there'll be a link in the description for you to do that. Here I'm drawing the main character called Yugi, and I know it's a little complicated where I think there's almost two personalities for the character. It's actually extra difficult because the character, specifically this one, the hairstyle is out of this world. Anime, Japanese animation generally is the one place where you can usually find some of the most unique hairstyles, but at the same time some hairstyles where you're going really, but I'm sure some cosplay person has nailed it before I can drop money. So yeah, I'm just gonna have fun with this and try to draw this in my style while keeping true to the iconography of Yugi and still making the character recognizable but in a different style, because I've made videos in the past where I talk about styles and people finding their own styles, and I'll leave links to where you guys can also go check those videos out, or you can just find them on my channel. But the key thing, and it also helps when you're trying to make a character look the same over and over again, is trying to have certain iconographies, certain color schemes. And by iconographies I just mean, for instance, his hair, he has the kind of, it almost looks like a crown, right? And it has very, very distinct colors, and once you put those colors in anybody's hair, even if it's not the character Yugi, 9 times out of 10 Yugi is where your mind would go when you see a character with, say, the yellow, black, and the red hair, and you'll see how everything's gonna play out when I color the character. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pencil it out, and then I'll add ink, and eventually I'll use Copic markers to color in for the character. So the anime or the manga of Yu-Gi-Oh has a very, very distinct style, but here I'm going to be changing things up. I have a different way to draw everything, very different from the original creator of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's kind of one of the things where it would allow you kind of distinguish your style from other styles, because art style is not just, say, how you draw eyes, how you draw the nose or the mouth. That's part of it, but it's also how you draw hair. Here, the way I'm drawing hair here is not necessarily 100% realistic, but because at the same time, because I'm trying to stay true to the character, but you can still feel get the vibe that this is hair. While in the other person's style, Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, or the style of the animators that help bring the anime to life, you can see the hair feels very, very solid, and that's the way they do things over there, but that's not how I do things here. So it's how you draw everything, how you draw clothing, how you draw trees, how you tone, how you use tools, how you produce your work. The actual techniques that you apply to creating your work also play a role in distinguishing your style from everybody else, play a role in giving your style a signature. It's not just how you draw this or how you draw that. It's literally how you do everything, how you think. Forget about just the drawings themselves. How you write also plays a role in your style. How you write, how you cut the panels, how the panel lines are. I mean, you pick up one Japanese comic and you pick up another Japanese comic. Trust me, from the art to the story, you're gonna find that both artists or writers or both or teams are very, very different. How an editor, if you have one, curates or edits your work is going to be completely different from everybody else. So style is not even just an art thing. It goes beyond that. It's more than just that. You can think of it. You can even go to sports. How say soccer players take a free kick. If you go watch David Beckham take a free kick and score a free kick, and then go watch say a Juninho or Roberto Carlos or things or something like that, you would notice that all those players kick the ball very differently. They all have the same goal to score, but they have different techniques and different styles of approaching the post, approaching a goal. For those who don't know, I'm a big soccer fan. I love sport. I'm a big soccer guy. I'm not too big in like basketball or most other sports. I think for now, like my big things are just soccer, pro wrestling, and I'm getting sidetracked here. But here I'm adding in ink. I actually need to go get more ink, but I'm going to use my Copic markers here. As you can see, I just did, and I'm using the special black for Copic markers. The Copic markers that I do have are the Copic 72A colors sketch markers. I also have Ciao markers as well, but I have that for the B, like the type B, set B, and so far so good. Because the Copic markers are relatively new, there's a lot of alcohol overflowing, so you have to be careful. I have to be careful. I had to be careful while I was applying the colors. But going back to styles, it also styles also show in the thought process for a creator choosing colors, right? You watch certain shows and you can see that the creators, maybe the color palette for their characters is not that wild, it's not that out there. In fact, maybe sometimes in some cases it has a uniform feel. But as you can see here, there's a lot of freedom in these characters where they're very colorful, and in other series that might not be the case. So yeah, basically you look at some shows, the characters from a character design standpoint might be very, very colorful, versus other shows where it might be a little more monotone and maybe a little more black and white and with a little dash of color here and there. But here in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can see the characters are very, very colorful. It's very, very bright, and maybe that has to do with the audience it's catering to. But those are things to think about when trying to plot your style, or even trying to figure out whether you have to alter your style for the series or whatever project you're working on. You guys can check out my other videos where I go into more detail about how to define your style, how to find your style, how to define it, how to improve, and I'll leave links to where you guys can go check that out. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me color the rest of Yugi here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you're curious on how to use some of the tools that I'm using here, I also have video tutorials going into great detail about that as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have other cool stuff, other videos coming. There are lots of videos that I'm cooking up, so there's going to be a period during this summer where this channel is just going to have video after video after video, banging in, especially with other things coming up for the channel. For those who are active subscribers, you kind of understand exactly what I'm talking about. Don't forget to hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload a video. If you've watched the video to the end, that helps a great deal. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And for anybody else who has already been subscribed to the channel and supported me in any way, I'd like to thank you guys for that as well. Again, I'd like to thank Konami. Don't forget to check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel links. Again, the links to where you can download that for free will be in the description below. This is Whyt Manga. Hope you guys have a lovely day or night. And I'm out.